Alright folks, this is not going to be the video I was planning to make. I don't think. I am in Denmark in Copenhagen, and as you can see, they've had quite a bit of snow here. I knew the weather forecast was looking pretty chilly before we got here, so I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to be able to do my planned sessions, and I figured I'd just sort of play it by ear when I got here to see how things were going to pan out. I think I could do a session on this. Obviously just wouldn't be at the paces I had planned, but the other issue is I've been dealing with some Achilles tendonitis long term, and it's been getting a lot better recently. But yesterday I had a shower, and in the tiny hotel bathroom when I was getting changed afterwards, I managed to just, I'm not even sure how I did it. I just bonked my heel on the toilet. It was so bloody painful, and now my Achilles seems super angry. So I think I just sort of bruised it a bit, but I'm not sure. New plan is, obviously I'm out for a run. I'm not going to try and do a session today. It was supposed to be 3 by 12 minutes. I'm just not going to try. I don't think it's worth it, but I can run fine. It's not, I can feel it. It's not 100% comfortable, but I can obviously run. So I'm just going to explore instead, and I think maybe that's just going to be what happens this week. I'm just going to let myself enjoy exploring the city via running in the mornings. It's already been super nice, just sort of running to, I'm in Amager, that's not how you pronounce it, close enough, at the minute, and it's super quiet now, but when I was on my way here, I was kind of in the work travel rush, which obviously in Copenhagen is mostly bicycles, just thousands of bicycles. Super cool to see. Really, obviously it's a different type of traffic to navigate, but I don't know, I just loved seeing that. It's just so much quieter than the rush hour we get in Sheffield. So I've already enjoyed my kind of little shuffly jog to the park, and I'm just going to have a jog around and enjoy it, enjoy the snow, enjoy the trees, enjoy the fact that I can't really hear a lot of traffic, you know, all those things, and I will bring you along for it. I found a hill. We can go up it and see what we can see. We might, hopefully, have a good view of the city. Well, this is already a little bit slick, this surface, so we'll see if we actually get up the hill, or whether we slide all the way back down it. Okay, I think we're gonna make it to the top without a slip and slide. Yeah, I did it. I'm gonna live forever. I think the wide angle on this lens really doesn't help anything, but I can imagine this view is really cool at night. I don't think I'd want to be up here at night in this weather though. It's like -3 today. Okay, I'm going to try and get back down the hill without sliding down it, which might be a more difficult task. Oh, there's a bird of prey. This camera's not going to pick it up. That's huge. So majestic. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to try and get down the hill without dying. I'm alive! This is really nice. Definitely the right call. Obviously I'm running, and I've been running for a while, but I really don't think the Achilles would have been good with trying to do a session. And actually, as I've gone on, although the surface is okay, it's just slightly slippy enough that a faster pace would probably be quite difficult to achieve. So I think maybe I will just assume that Wednesday's session is also a no-go, and I'll just plan to go for another Rundsplore, I think. Yeah, that's probably going to be the safest option. I'm just not sure. Even if I find like a tarmac loop, I'm not sure how feasible trying to like do the session on it is going to be. And yes, I could go to a gym and do it on a treadmill, but personally I'd rather peel off every single one of my finger and toenails with a set of pliers than spend more than 30 minutes on a treadmill. So I won't be doing that. Right, let's check we're not in time shift mode. I didn't even know what time shift mode was until yesterday. Anyway, technology, I suppose. Got to get the run done before sunrise today, unfortunately, because we've got tourist stuff and we're seeing some family friends. So, a lot to fit in. Just running along pavements this morning because I know they'll be lit. So not the most exciting route this morning, but it is still a nice way of getting out and, I don't know, just experiencing the city as it's waking up, I suppose. Okay, I've just come off the main road into a park in Fredericksburg, and it's still very dark, obviously, but it's just really atmospheric. It's starting to get light. You just see all the snow on the trees. The running underfoot on most of the pavements has been a bit slippery. It's kind of like slidey snow, but the stuff in the park hasn't been moved around so much, so it's a bit nicer to run on. Breathing a bit heavier because there's another hill. We found Denmark's second hill. I realised they'd never did like a sign-off clip yesterday. Just got back into the city and it got very busy. But we are back out on Wednesday morning. Don't have to be in a rush to go anywhere today, so got up a bit later, doing the run with some light, which is nice. And we're heading along some bastions along the river. I say river, it's much more like a inlet harbour area, and I'm pretty sure what I'm running along now was previously, in times gone by, some kind of fortification. If I find any info about it, I'll pop it on the screen. Should probably offer an update on my Achilles as well. It's way better, like basically back to normal, which is good. We are on our way back into the city. Just coming down the other side of the inlet. There's a lot of houses like right on the river along here, which is interesting. So I was supposed to do a session this morning. That would be ordinarily what I do on a Wednesday morning, but I've opted for a slightly longer run at an easier effort, so that I can make the most out of the rest of my day. Like, I am on holiday, and it is essentially an anniversary trip with my partner. So if I've not really got the ability to fully enjoy the rest of the day with him because I've done a fairly hard workout in the morning. Sort of defeats the point of being here. And while I think the Norwegian singles approach works pretty nicely alongside my day-to-day working life, when I'm on holiday and I'm in a new place, having to kind of like navigate a new place, it is a little bit more mentally taxing. So you've just got to be more flexible. The other thing to consider is that I've just had a lovely run out along some trails, and I've seen a part of the city I probably wouldn't ordinarily have seen because I opted to go for a run rather than do my workout, which would have just been running around a concrete loop somewhere in Copenhagen. So from a just sort of experience perspective, I think it's better to just run explore when you're on holiday and you're like a normal person who isn't trying to train for elite stuff. Pastries and Powerade, a nutritious breakfast. Last run of the trip. Just out for 10k. Wasn't really sure what this route was going to be like, so I've ended up running the first part of the route through quite a busy residential area, which was still interesting. Like, the architecture is really, really cool, and it's still cool to see everybody off to work on their bikes. But now I think we're on a trail along the water, so we'll see where this takes us. So the training this week hasn't gone according to plan, but I feel like I've made the best of what I had available. I feel like maybe just a slightly more chill week was a good idea anyway. I find the Christmas period really, really stressful, and I got through it, but actually having a week of being a bit more disconnected from normal routine in a way that isn't accompanied by the stress of Christmas seems to have been quite helpful. I am planning to get my interval workout done tomorrow morning as normal, but we'll have to see how I feel after travel and getting back late tonight. Yeah, it's been a really nice trip. We've got plenty of touristy bits done. We saw a reasonable number of our family friends, so mission accomplished really. I will have lost some fitness, but it's perfectly recoverable. So I guess my main message is just don't stress so much. If you can't get a workout done, the world isn't going to end. Alright, I don't think I have anything else useful to say, so I'm going to sign off here because I'm pretty close to the end of my run. I'm going to go get some more pastries. Last opportunity to get some proper Danish pastries before we head home. So thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in continuing to follow the progress as I train towards a half marathon at the beginning of March, then subscribe to the channel. We'll be going over various elements of the training and the build up to that. Be kind to yourselves, and I will catch you in the next one.